Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second video on this YouTube channel. What I'm going to be doing today is setting up some levels, getting ready for the trades tomorrow, and watch some stocks and take it from there. So the first thing you want to do is let's get right into it. You want to look at the overall market. So I watch the ETFs. You can watch the ETFs or the indexes. They are both the same. So I watch the DIA for the Dow Jones, the QQQ for the NASDAQ, and then the SPY for the S&P 500. So as you can see here, I already have some levels up for the Dow Jones, QQQ, and SPY. So here, SPY had a very, very interesting close. So the fact that it closed under the previous all-time high at 339 is very, very important. Right now, we are in some extremely volatile times. The market can continue crashing, especially if it loses its 10 SMA here on the weekly, which is 332, could potentially bounce. Its next possible support level could be this high right here or even this high. So that high is 327.23. So that's a very important level for me. And then you also got this level, 332.95. So that's definitely one thing that I'm going to be watching for SPY tomorrow. If you go to the daily, you'll see why I had that. I just realized I was not sharing the screen the whole time. But guess what? We still going to be doing this. We still in this. Boom. Now you see what I was talking about. So here, the 327 was from this high, and then you got the 332.95 was from this high. So if SPY loses control of 333, it could potentially dump back down to 327 easily. And that percentage, that would be what? 1.5%, which it did today on a slow day, I believe, as the market closed. You go to, because I didn't see what happened towards the end of the day. I got out at 218. And then also the market continued dumping about 1%. But compared to what's been going on, market crashed even worse. So gotta take it from there. So these are the two levels that I'm watching for SPY, 333 and 327. So now let's get into some of the most followed stocks. Here for Tesla, these are the levels that I have. So the blue is an intraday level, so I'm going to exit that. But these are the extreme highs and lows of certain days back in Tesla's past couple of weeks. As you can see here, you got a strong 359 level because that was the previous high. And then you got this low right here, 385, which is exactly what Tesla rejected, which was how that's why my entry was there at, I made $166 off of a $600 investment at around 358. I'm sorry, 158. So around 2 o'clock I get in and 2:12 I get out. If you look at it on the daily, on the 5-minute, I got in near here as it broke. The low of the day was here. It broke it, had my stop loss at 380, 381-ish. It never got above there. It held the EMA. The EMA acted as resistance and then continued dumping, and I got out somewhere around here. It continued dumping, yes, but I was playing one DTE, 1 day till expiration. So I didn't want to get killed on a pullback. So I just locked in profit. Decent profit, 25%, which is pretty amazing return. Done consistently, those gains can add up. So anyway, going back to the weekly, what we're going to be watching are some levels. Like, for example, the low right here on last week was 372. That's something you really want to keep a close eye on. 372, that is a strong level. So 372.02 exactly. So I'll draw that up. Boom. And I don't know why I have this. I'll probably redraw it, but the high of this candle, 419. And then you got 425. I'll delete that for now. So pay attention to how I got these levels from highs and lows. Drawing very good levels is the first step to catching consistent high probability moves. Okay, so you can see how this one was the low, 273. Then you got the high of this, and then 337.8 was the high of this candle. So you can see how clean these levels are because the stock price is reversing around these levels. So where the stock currently is right now at 372, 371, that's a very important level. Right now it's undecided. Anything can happen, so you just got to wait and see how it reacts. So these are the levels that I would watch on Tesla for the next coming days. No reason to have so many levels more than this, because then you're going to enter like the chop. You're going to enter in like the middle of the range, low probability. These are the extremes on the dailies, and you can play it from there. So check out how you also could have played this daily level. The low of this candle right here, which this is technically an inverted hammer, which has a higher chance of going up from here, or a gravestone doji. So if you see here the 402 level, look at how that was support back there, and then how it acted as resistance here. So you could have used this level to potentially even short today. So here, 402, and then it just rejects it completely. You could have had a tight stop loss, or like $4 or $5 stop loss, which wouldn't have been crazy if you played a reasonable delta. All right, so let's say you play like a delta of 30, you would have been risking potentially what, 150. Say you held until here, $15 times 30 bucks, it would have been like $400 or $500, 3-to-1 ratio. So anyway, I would watch Tesla around these levels, and then moving on to the next one. You see Amazon here. Let's redraw some levels for Amazon real quick. So off the bat, you got this high right here of 33.44.29, automatic level. And then you have these levels right here. Take the highest out of all of them, which would be 32.46.82. I like being specific to the cent, so I know where I got the level from when I go back and review it. Or this one would be higher, so 32.47. These levels play a huge role in these intraday candles. I'm about to explain how. And then you got also this most recent low, which was 31.11.13, and then play it from there. So check this out. This 33.44 level, look how it rejected it exactly at that level today. Like if you had this level in the morning, you look at it, insane. These levels are insane. Once you get good at these, possibilities are endless. It literally consolidated on the 5-minute chart, went $5 higher, and then just dumped. How much did it dump from there? Check it out. 170 points. Okay. Now let's say, for example, we just go and see how much those would have paid. Let's say you played 0 DTE and you played the 3300 call, or the put. I mean, if you played the 3300 put at around the time that it crashed, here at 1040, right? Let's say you got in at 1040 and then you held to the end of the day. You were willing to lose the whole premium. Here, it was about 1,700 bucks. By the end of the day, it would have been a 600% return for a total of 12 grand. So your 1,700 would have been 12 grand. All right, that's how strong these levels could be, and if you're willing to let the whole move play out. You could have locked in from 1,700, could have been 4,900 in 18 minutes. As it pulled back, still would have been up 50%. If you were willing to give it some room, could have potentially caught a very, very nice move. But this is just an example of how levels can be super important, right? So far we got that level. We have this right here, and then you got the most recent low. So I would not be surprised if Amazon breaks this blue line right here. This blue line is the 50 SMA. I highly recommend watching the 50 SMA on the daily, because if a stock loses that level, loses the 50 SMA, that's a sign that institutions are aggressively selling their shares if it loses it on high volume. And if you look at Amazon right here, volume today was a little bit more than the volume yesterday, and it completely overtook the gains. It opened yesterday at 32.02, climbed about 150 bucks, and then bang, just dumped even well, more than that, 170. So it completely took the profits of yesterday. And technically, this would be considered a bearish engulfing pattern, one of the 8 candlestick patterns that I like to look for. And right now, it's right on the SMA. So it's very, very interesting to see what happens in the next coming days. But the next level I would watch for Amazon on the downside potentially be 30.73 because of the low of this candle right here. Try to get the extremes, okay? That's the biggest confirmation and the highest probability. And then the most recent low, just look where the next drop is, bam, right there. That's the most recent low before that one. So that would be 29.95, 76. Okay, so that's the levels that I'm watching for Amazon on the downside. And the next one I would say it would be this 29.18. And you have to expect that this could possibly happen. Amazon could drop another 200-300 points. Don't be biased. It doesn't matter if Amazon's the best company in the world. In the market sell-off, anything could dump. So it could also keep going up. It can also chop in this area. It depends on what the overall market does, which is why we watch these levels, right? So that's it for today's video. If you guys want more of this, please subscribe, like, share the video, comment what else would you want to see. I'm going to be doing more of these preparation videos so you can get ready for the next day. Let me know what stocks you guys are watching and what levels you guys want. Yeah, that's it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you guys later.